What's up, Headless Sword? Welcome back to the channel. Today, let's talk about the next convention that I'm headed to. What's up, everybody? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into today's video. Now, if you click on that thumbnail, you know where I'm headed. I'm headed off to the Windy City for the next Fan Expo Comic-Con. That's right, we're going to Chicago. The first thing I want to mention is the Fan Expo brand has always been known as the Wizarding World, and that is the Comic-Cons that they used to run. Now they have since, over the last few years, have changed their name to Fan Expo. Now, I was lucky enough to attend the Fan Expo here in Cleveland just a few months ago. I was lucky enough to meet Iman Esfandi, who plays the live-action version of Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka series. Also, I was able to do a little video insert with the amazing Diana Lee Ensenado, who plays Morgan Elsbeth on Ahsoka. Now, this con is bringing the heat. Let's go through this celebrity list, and we're also going to check out some of the panels they are bringing. Now, this con is from August 16th to August 18th. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and tickets are still available. You can check out that in the link down below in the description. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up this website, and there it is. You can see right off the bat the headliner, Mark Hamill. Yes, unbelievable. So the first time I met Mark, and the only time I met Mark, was back in 2017 at New York Comic-Con. And, you know, back then I just started collecting. I just started getting autographs. It was only my second convention ever. And I really didn't know how to act because, honestly, Mark Hamill to me is my childhood hero. Luke Skywalker is my favorite character in anything fiction. And I was just glad to meet him and shake his hand. Now that I am on YouTube and I've been doing this now for over 2.5 years, I feel like I'm much more comfortable in front of celebrities. So I cannot wait to meet him. All right, we're going to go through the rest of the amazing guest list. And again, I will put this link to the website in the description below. Knowing that this channel is very Star Wars heavy, the Star Wars actors that are showing up to this con, unbelievable. I don't think I've ever been to a con except for maybe Star Wars Celebration where this many big names are here. All right, we're going to start off here with Mr. Mark Hamill, the man, the myth, Luke Skywalker. Now, I have 4 items over here I'm going to show. What I want you guys to do is down in the comments, go ahead and let me know what 2 items would you get autographed. So here we go. Let me go ahead and show you these. The first one is from 2017, and it is the hooded Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. All right, the next item, let me explain why I chose this one. Now, I have the majority of the main actors' autographs from the Mandalorian series. The 2 big ones I'm missing are Pedro, and I'm also missing Carl Weathers. Unfortunately, he passed away. This one is the Luke Skywalker from season 2. So that is choice number 2. It would make sense because I do have all of the other ones autographed, so it would fit really nice. All right, option 3 is one more Funko Pop here, and we got something different next. So the next Funko Pop would be the one from Empire Strikes Back. I don't know if Mark is going to be doing any type of quotes, but man, would I love for him to on the side put no. That'd be awesome. So I would love it. I don't know if he would do it. I may bring it as my backup one just in case, because if he is willing to do a quote, I would love to get that one. And finally, the last item is a Hasbro item. And this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, about 5 years ago or so. And this is the 3-pack set where he is dressed as a stormtrooper in the X-Wing pilot outfit, and then also from Return of the Jedi, his his dark or black Jedi gear. So I think, and this one is cool because it does have a nice big plastic window, so I can definitely use a paint pen there. But this is what I want you guys to do is let me know down in the comments, what would you do? All right, guys, let's go back over to the celebrity guest list. And what we're going to do here is go next to Mr. Hayden Christensen. Hayden played obviously Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker in the prequel series, and then he shows up again in the Ahsoka series. Hayden, I have met several times actually, and I have his autograph on like 2 or 3 different items. I'm not sure if I'm going to meet him again. It kind of depends on time and being able to take plenty of footage there at the con to make a follow-up video. So we'll see. Rosario Dawson, I had the pleasure of meeting once. I'm going to be getting her autograph again. And what I need to do is get it on the Ahsoka pop this time because I have it on the Mandalorian Ahsoka. And so I'm starting to begin that collection of autographs from the Ahsoka series. I've already got about 3 or 4 of those. Next up is Ella Purnell. You will know her from the brand new Fallout series. And then you would also know her from Yellow Jackets over there on Showtime. If we scroll on down, we have Matthew Lillard. You will know him from Scooby-Doo and Scream. And any of my Twin Peaks fans know that he played an absolutely amazing role in Twin Peaks The Return, again on Showtime. Charlie Cox, had the pleasure many times meeting Charlie, and he will also be there. And looking forward to the new Daredevil series. Next up is Marissa Tomei. You will know her from many, many different comedies and other movies. And then obviously she plays Aunt May in Far From Home and a couple other of the Spider-Man movies starring Tom Holland. So before I knew that she was coming to this con, I actually already picked up a photo op with her at New York Comic Con. So let me know down in the comments, would you have her autograph a Spider-Man pop from Far From Home? Because unfortunately, she does not have her own Funko Pop, which I will never understand. Mr. William Shatner is going to be there. I've met William a couple of different times. Absolutely amazing. Next up is Tamora Morrison. You know him from the Book of Boba Fett. You know him from Mandalorian. And you know him from the prequels, especially Attack of the Clones when he played Jango Fett. And don't forget, too, he also is the person who plays all of the clones. So it's absolutely amazing the role in Star Wars that he has had. Now, I have his autograph on a Mandalorian pop, but I don't have it on my Commander Cody, and I also don't have his autograph on Jango Fett. And I've never actually met him. I had a buddy get the autograph for me, so I'm really looking forward to meeting him. I've heard he is very, very nice, and I think it's going to be great. Next up, Gina Carano. Again, I do have her autograph, but I have actually never met her, so I'm going to try to get into her line and meet her as well. Next up, we have Alan Tudyk, and Star Wars fans, you know him as K2SO from Rogue One, and if you are older and a big fan of Firefly, you will also know him from that series and that movie, and absolutely a great actor, phenomenal. I love talking to him because I actually met him at Fan Expo Cleveland a couple months ago. All right, next up we have Marina Baccarin. Obviously, you know her from the Deadpool movies, Gotham. She plays Diana in V on the old television show. She was in Homeland, The Flash. She was in How I Met Your Mother for one episode. So absolutely amazing. I think I'm going to try to get a photo op with her. And then we have Ben McKenzie, who also plays in Gotham. He played Commissioner Gordon, and he also is from the OC. Next up, we have Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel, and they are from the series on Netflix, The Haunting of Hill House, which is a very good show. All right, next up, we have Linda Hamilton from the Terminator series. That's awesome. I've never met her. We have 2 actresses from the Charm series that used to be about witches and all that. We have Rose McGowan and Hallie Marie Combs. And then look at right here, we have Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who you know as McLovin, and he was also in Kick-Ass. All right, and then we have Cameron Monaghan, which he is the actor who voices Cal Kestis in the Jedi Survivor games, and he was also in Shameless. We then have another Trekkie. We have Kate Mulgrew. She was in Star Trek Voyager, and then we also have Sean Gunn, who you know from Guardians of the Galaxy. Cole Sprouse is in Riverdale. We have Skeet Ulrich, who you know best probably from the original Scream film. Laura Metcalf was from Scream 2, and you would also know her as Roseanne's sister on Roseanne. Next, we have a few more Star Wars actors. You know, Jonas Suotamo from the sequel trilogy. He was the one who was actually playing Chewbacca. And then Iman Esfandi is also going to be at this con as well. And then Diana Lee Ensenado, again, she will once again be there. Next up, we have a couple people from the Terminator series. Robert Patrick, who played the Terminator in Terminator 2, and also took over for David Duchovny in the X-Files. And then we have Lance Henriksen, who you know best from the Terminator and also Aliens. Next up, we have Sophia Botella from Rebel Moon. Now, this one's really interesting for me because I just went to Funko Fun Days during San Diego Comic-Con, and I ended up actually pulling her proto. And so what I did is I bought the common, and I went ahead and swapped it for the proto. I'm really excited to see if she really even knows what that is, as far as being a proto and not the actual character. And I'm probably just going to give her the Funko Pop from the original, so that way she can have it. I mean, she probably has it already, but in case she doesn't, she can have mine. So I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be pretty cool. All right, moving on, we have Johnny Youngbush. You know him as a Power Ranger. Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley. They are both from Saved by the Bell. I know Mark Paul Gossier was supposed to come, and I think he is canceled. Patrick Warburton, you know from Seinfeld and also The Tick. And we actually have quite a few Seinfeld here. We have Newman from Seinfeld and Jurassic Park, Wayne Knight. We have Phil Morris, who was in Seinfeld. And then we have the soup Nazi, Larry Thomas, also from Seinfeld. Next up, we have Michael Biehn from the original Terminator and also from Aliens. So it's really cool. If you are a big sci-fi person, this is the con for you guys. I mean, we got Star Trek, we have Star Wars, Terminator, Aliens. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, the guest list on this. We also have Jennifer Blankbean, who is in Dark Angel, and then Lee Waddle, who was in Scream, and I believe he basically was the man behind the mask. Jamie Kennedy, also from Scream, and then one more time, Edward Furlong, who played John Connor in Terminator 2. And then rounding out this incredible list is Bert Harmon, who is the creator and writer of Danny Phantom and the Fairly Godparents. All right, guys. So that is the guest list. And like I said, I will go ahead and put this link so you guys can check it out. If you are in the Chicago area, make sure you guys go ahead and check on the tickets. And yeah, maybe I'll see you there. Also, don't forget, follow me over on Twitter. Throughout the con, I will be posting little captions of where I might be. And if you are the one who can come find me, you can win a brand new Headless Ned Stark pin. I did this during SDCC. We had a lot of fun with it. Again, I'll put my Twitter link in the description down below. Also, we have a ton of animation voices and anime guests as well. I know for a fact that Peter Cullen, who voices Optimus Prime, will be there, and Frank Welker, who voices Megatron, will also be there. And I know they have a special engagement as well. Before we get on out of here, I want to check out the actual panel schedule. So Friday is probably going to be a little light because that usually is because remember they opened up a little later. So we can kind of scroll on by and just kind of see what we got going on. It looks like there is a panel with Jonas, and that is at 4 p.m. I'm sure he'll be talking about Chewbacca and Star Wars, so that will probably be a pretty good panel. And then we have Adam Savage. He'll be talking in the main theater, and he'll be talking about his Mythbusters. And there's a little Mario Kart 8 deluxe tournament. Huh. I wish I was better at that game. I would actually be interested in that. We have Hyperspace Star Wars art with Joe Corney and Heather Entos. So this is another Star Wars panel. And let's see what else. We have some bingo. We have a cosplay meetup. And again, Friday is usually a little bit different as far as panels. And let's see what we else we got. We have our Star Wars panel. We have some trivia. And I know on Friday as well, Mark Hamill has a big panel. And unfortunately, it's already sold out. So if you want to go, you're going to have to probably line up early for that. And that is at Friday. And I believe it starts at 8 p.m. So they have a lot of panels throughout the night, which is really cool. All right, so let's head on over to Saturday. So Saturday, let's see, at 10 a.m. There's a few panels here, and then we get some game demos. Let's see what else we got going. Jim Cummings will be in this panel of Legends of Animation, so that's pretty cool. Butch Hartman will also be in there. What else we got, guys? We got oh, there we go. We got Marina and Ben are going to be doing a panel, probably talking about Gotham. I'm sure she'll get some Deadpool questions. So that is at 10:45 a.m. One question I get a lot from these videos are, how far in advance should you go line up? Like, I think if you get there 15 minutes early, you should be good to go. This year's they had a ticketed event with Peter Cullen, so that is a ticketed event. I know it's you get like a photo with them, you get an autograph and all that good stuff. And I know Frank Walker has something very similar as well. Here's the Saved by the Bell with Mario and Elizabeth. That is at 11:15. There's your Ultimate Transformers experience. Again, that is a ticketed event. Here's a spotlight on William Shatner, 11:45. There is your ticketed event for Peter Welker. To me, it seems like those are all probably together at the same time because that starts at 11. It probably goes all the way through like to like noon, I would assume. So that seems like they're all kind of together. There's a Final Fantasy meetup, Sonic vs. Zelda with Roger Craig and Patricia Somerset. Interesting. So then maybe we can be talking a little bit about Zelda and Sonic and what game's better. Let me know in the comments what game is better. I'm definitely a Zelda fan, so I would go with Zelda on that one. Here is a spotlight on Marissa Tomei. I probably will try to get in there at 12:15. And let's see, Andy Tudyk, he has a panel at 12:45. So a lot of times on these cons, they try to really get their guests into a panel to answer some questions, talk about some stuff that people don't always know about. I mean, obviously, these Star Wars actors or people don't want to know about Star Wars, right? Or your future plans or whatever. But it's always cool to ask them about other projects too. I love when people come up and ask those questions. As we kind of scroll on through here, there is a panel on Sophia. So I'm probably going to try to make that one as well. Some really good panels. Every one with these guests, like I really want to go. There's your Charlie Cox. There's a Kahoot. That's kind of cool. I wonder what kind of questions they'll be asking. I know sometimes I'll do those Kahoot games on a live stream. Actually, I got one scheduled here in a couple weeks that we're going to be doing a live Kahoot for House of the Dragon season 2. Again, we're going to keep on scrolling through. You can see the spotlight panels here. Let's see, Zach Aguilar. So it looks like he's there, and he's from Demon Slayer. And there's a panel on Cole Sprouse. Let's see what else. I'm assuming there's going to be a Terminator one. Actually, here it is right there. 4:45 on Saturday. Terminator Legacy, a conversation with the cast. And like I said, there was like 4 or 5 of them from that. So I think that's going to be a really good panel. And like I said, it kind of goes through the evening. 5:15, Gina Carano. So they're spaced out enough too. I think you could probably hit up a lot of these if this is what you're interested in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on through the final day. And like I said, you guys can check out the link and kind of spend some time looking at this if you are headed out that way. And I do know the app, I believe, is now updated with all of this as well. So in the App Store or Google Play Store, you want to make sure you go and look up Fan Expo Chicago, and the app will be there, and it'll be much easier than trying to navigate the website on your phone. Here we go. We have Tamora Morrison at 10:45, so he'll be talking about the clone troopers and Star Wars. That's gonna be an incredible one, I think. Here's a DC Universe cosplay meetup. There's some speed trivia. There's actually the Peter Cullen experience. So maybe they are doing that on 2 different days. And there's your Ultimate Transformer. So actually, it looks like they might be doing it 2 days in a row. So that's what it kind of looks like to me. Is that because there's Peter Walker down here. So they are obviously doing that 2 days in a row. Here is Ella Purnell. I'm sure she'll be talking all about Yellow Jackets, Fallout. I'm really excited too because I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan, and at New York Comic Con, Ella's going to be there as well. But also is Kyle MacLachlan, who plays Dale Cooper. He is in Sex and the City. He was in Desperate Housewives. He was in How I Met Your Mother. I mean, he's been in everything. So I'm so excited to finally have an opportunity to meet him because I would say right behind Luke Skywalker, Dale Cooper is probably my second favorite, fictional character of all time. As we continue to go on through Sunday here, there is Cameron Monaghan. So he'll be again talking about Fallen Order, and I don't know if he'll be talking about Shameless. I'm sure he will. There's Seinfeld right here at 1 p.m. So if you're a Seinfeld fan, I think that's going to be a pretty good panel. It's interesting that the screen panel is on Sunday. I figured that would have been Saturday. But again, you want to make sure it's spread out because, if you're going the whole weekend, it makes it nice that way because then we have some stuff to, do each and every day. Let's see. We have a Wizarding World of Harry Potter trivia at 2 p.m. That might be fun if you're a Harry Potter fan. There's the Many Voices of Jim Cummings. So that is his second panel. There is going to be your regular panel. So, man, Peter Cullen and Frank Walker are going to be busy. This is going to be probably your regular panel that's not a paid experience. So that will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday. There's a Fallout cosplay meetup. Fan impact panel. So I think this is kind of where they try to get ideas from the fans. What worked, what didn't work, what would you like to see next time? A lot of conventions do this on Sundays. The more of that bingo. There we go. There's a Rosario. Rosario's gonna be like one of the last ones then. But she is at 3:45, and I would definitely be checking that out. There's a Big Lovins panel, and he kind of finishes off the day more or less. And then we have some group therapy for fandom veterans. So I bet you that's kind of fun too. All right, guys. Well, that is the panel list. Very quickly, the guest list. Again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you are headed over there, let me know down in the comments what Luke Skywalker, Pops, or Hasbro figure should I get autographed. Let me know all of this and more in the comments below. And guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.